Greetings, Science 9, Science 10, Chem 11, and Science Persistence students. It's Mr. Coop here. Welcome to your distance education experience that nobody expected. There was it's an interesting anecdote that could maybe give you a little inspiration here. In 1665, there was a man who was no longer able to work at his university in England. And he had to go to the country. He had to leave the city because the bubonic plague was raging through England at the time. He went and lived in a country home, away from anyone else, and so the rats with the fleas weren't biting him, and he never got the plague. One day he was outside and saw an apple fall from a tree. He was a very imaginative person. He started to ask questions like, well, if the apple's falling from a tree, it's obeying some kind of force. Could that force not also be a universal one that acts throughout the universe? He was identifying the force of gravity. The man was Isaac Newton. During his time, during the plague, living out in the countryside, he came up with some of the greatest discoveries in physics. So maybe your time working away from a school environment can give you some similar inspiration. A lot of you are probably just a little bit stressed out about how you're possibly going to keep up on all your courses and work to get the learning that you need for next year. So I'm here for that, and we're going to work together to make it happen. You've probably seen that, you all know that we have all of our work on Teams. What I'm doing is I'll be putting work on Teams on an ongoing basis. So if you're in Science 9, Science 10, or Chem 11, I've got your notes packages up there. I'm going to have handouts up there. I'm going to do lessons on this channel. And I'm even going to do some lab activities for you where I'll demonstrate the labs. So that's where we're going as a group of classes. I've decided just now to be working with a YouTube channel. There's a number of reasons for that. One, I think, really is I'm just getting better audio-visual results, better video, better sound, working with YouTube. So that's how we're going to roll with that. I'm going to post these lessons course by course. So each lesson is going to be labeled by the course that it's in, so you don't end up wading through stuff that's it's not related to your needs. And I'm going to have notes just like I always do. And you've got your notes packages. I've posted them onto Teams. You can print them off. You can fill them in. Reminder, they're not for marks at all. So that's what really applies to all of you. I'm going to send out emails to you and to your parents to help you a little bit along with this. I'm going to be posting lessons every weekend morning for all of these classes for Science 9, 10, and Chem 11. So expect new material, expect new lessons, lab activities just like before. I know it's not going to be exactly like before because we're in a pretty unusual situation that might last a month, might last 2 months, might last the rest of the school year. We'll see how that goes. But that's all I think that you need to know as a group for now, and I'm just going to start giving you all lessons for today, Monday, March 30th.